Hello everyone, and welcome back to Some Control Chaos. I'm just coming right off the heels of the PS3 video. I'm not going to be dragging the PS4 into the shot. It's just because it's currently hooked up and I just really don't want to unhook it right now. I'll do it for the thumbnail, but just for the video, just imagine it's there. So, this is going to be the PS4 Game Collection, obviously. I think one of the biggest reasons why this series got pushed off for so long is because when it was brand new, like when I first started recording those videos, I didn't have a PS4 game collection. Even I wouldn't consider this a robust collection. Some of these I've gotten in the last 3 months even. So, like this game. I originally played this on Steam with a friend of the channel, Z Foxy. I don't know if any of those recordings made it to the channel. I'm fairly certain they did. So you can see our shenanigans in this game there. It came with the original Risk of Rain. It was $5. I find games funny enough at 5 and below. And for $5, even though I don't have PS Plus, it's a single player game as it stands. It was still good enough for me to warrant picking it up for that price. But I picked this up, I believe, less than a month ago. So, honestly, if you can find this, I'd recommend it. And if you'd like to see the playlist for this, go check it out. It should be on the channel under playlists. Risk of Rain 2. Now, also something I played on the channel. Until Dawn. I really should finish that, shouldn't I? Just finally get around to streaming the last, I think, chapter or two. Because I have zero clue how it's going to end. Well, I kind of have an idea, but not a terrible, imaginative idea. Like, I think I managed to get people to where they didn't die-ish, but I don't know. For all I know, I made the wrong choice somewhere. So, here we go. I would recommend this game, obviously. And if you want to see me finish up that series, just leave a comment down below and I'll prioritize it. I'm just going to say a lot. Unless a comment is left, I have no idea if people want to see me stream these games. The PS4 games have kind of their own special slot because I will very easily be able to stream these because I can just go into the menu and hit stream. The PS3 games are much harder, and as I said in the last video, I don't currently have a controller for it that works. But all these games I can very easily stream. So if you have a request, let me know. Let's see, next up here. Prey. I don't remember where I got it. I got it from GameStop. I got it from GameStop. I have yet to get around to this, but I saw, I believe, Markiplier play this, and he's the first person I saw play it. I only watched the first hour, half hour, maybe. It looked good. It was Bethesda. I was going to pick it up. So, from what I've seen, I would recommend it. I don't know if it's a letdown eventually, but I've heard nothing but praises sung about this. So, if you want to see me do this on the channel, again, leave a comment and I'll gladly get around to it. Dragon Age Inquisition. I believe I did do this on the channel. I don't think it was more than 1 or 2 streams, but I still got around to it. So if you want to see that continue, again, just go ahead and leave that comment down below and I'll get around to it. Next, you can slowly see the PS3 being revealed in the background. That's how you really know it's a continuation. Spyro. I was so excited when they announced this. Like, you don't realize. I literally had only ever played the 3rd game and the 1st game, and I barely remembered the 1st game. I pretty much only grew up with the 3rd game. I never played the 2nd game, never even saw it. I think I either borrowed my cousin's game or she stole it from me, and I barely remember the 1st game. This game came out, I believe, a few months before I actually bought the 2nd game on PS3 in the store. I guess this is a little bonus to the PS3 video. I actually have some digital download only on there, and that was one of them I can remember. I think the other is... Oh, it was a fighting game where everyone was animals or something, like Final Fight, not Final Fight, like Fury Fight, I don't know. Everyone like has a beast mode they can turn into, and you know, they like turn into a werewolf or a lion or something. I can't remember the name. And the original Resident Evil 2's on there now that I remember. But digressing. I bought the second Spyro game on there and played it for the first time, and then I heard about this being announced, and I was like, well, you know, I pretty much played the Spyro games for the entire decade I had the PS2 on and off, just because it was one of my favorite games, and then this comes out. So it's really like I never left, and now I never have to, because I have this on Switch as well. Highly recommend. Alright, you saw me roast this in the last video. I never played this one, I've not got around to it yet. I probably should, because it's like 1 for 3. I was not wild about the second or third game. The first game blew me away. So I have no idea how this one's going to be. I know there's a Crash Bandicoot cameo. That might make it worth it alone. Mortal Kombat XL. They changed something, and I don't know what it is. I mean, obviously the graphics have changed, etc. But I played Mortal Kombat Armageddon, and I didn't get sagely at that game. I got decent. And I played this game, and I can't even beat the story. Like, the AI is tough. And I don't know what it is. I have it set on normal difficulty. I don't get it. I don't know. Like, I played the original Mortal Kombat on Super Nintendo. I got good at Armageddon. I played Deadly Alliance. And then I just kind of skipped over all of them on the PS3, Xbox 360 era, and jumped straight to this one. And it is night and day. I don't know what the deal is. I got the DLC with all the slashers and whatnot. It was good. At least the graphics are good. I haven't beat the game, so I don't know. If this is your thing, get it. But I just can't seem to get into it. Yes, the Masochism Simulator. You've seen this on the channel. Or maybe you have. If you haven't, it's there somewhere. If you want to see this, I want to beat this version of it just to say I've done it at some point. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it on the channel, because it might just be very much me banging my head on a wall for a while. But if you want to see me finish this up, leave a comment and I'll get back around to it. I might do it anyway, just for spite, but if you desperately want to see me do it like now, leave a comment and I'll try to get back around to it. Let's see. Beast Blade. Or, no, Beast Quest. This was another one of those got it at 5 and below games. It's, I don't know, it's kind of cutesy, I guess is the word. The gameplay is kind of solid, actually, for being I've never heard of Maximum Games. I actually bought this for the newly acquired Xbox One I had. I never wanted an Xbox One, but I think this is the only game I have for it. Outside of the free games you can just download. Someone just literally gave me an Xbox One, and I bought their Switch at the same day. It was amazing. But digressing, I would say if you can find this at 5 and below, pick it up. It's a decent little game. Kind of a sleeper, I guess is the term. But it's good. I like it. Alright. Days Gone. I've not got a chance to get around to this. I've heard people say this guy's basically Daryl Dixon. It's Walking Dead. It's amazing. It's very in-depth. I'm very looking forward to playing this. Like, very looking forward to it. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I had to install a 1 terabyte hard drive in my PS4, which I did some bartering with and managed to do for selling a friend a computer that I just basically gave him in exchange for a hard drive. And now I can finally get around to these games. Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition. I played up until the point where I guess you can start exploring the entire world. Like after, I think I passed the proving or whatever it was called. So from the, I think, hour or two I've played, this game is amazing. I would highly recommend playing this game. And you might see this face on the channel somewhere else, because this little bird made her way to Genshin Impact, which is also on my channel. Or on my channel. Yeah, I guess it is on my channel. I think I did do a video on Genshin. But I don't have Genshin physically to hold in front of the camera, so this is what I'll have to do. I have Genshin Impact on the PS4 as well, and I'm probably definitely going to be streaming that at some point or recording it. In fact, I think I'm going to be uploading a video where I just have a compilation of me pulling 5-star characters. So if that's what you're into, like, share, and subscribe, and stick around for that. Dark Souls 3. I have played this, funny enough. I don't think I've recorded it for the channel at any point. I didn't get terribly far, but I have gotten, I think, to the second or third boss. Yes, I did stream this for the channel. I just didn't have my microphone plugged in. So you've seen where I've gotten. I have not picked up since then. If anyone would like to see me try to continue on, please, just make a request in the comments and I will get around to it. And this time have my microphone plugged in, because I had multiple people tell me that was boring. Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. This game is trippy in a good way. Like, amazingly trippy. I'm just gonna pull it out. It's the same thing, but, whatever. I don't know if it would look better, but, eh. I love this because apparently what they did was they would have a microphone and they would just walk around it. And just, while you're playing, it sounds like someone's literally walking circles around you and whispering in your ear, and it's just trippy. I love that. That is so creative. I don't know of any other game that's done that. I don't even know if that was a concept of video games before they did it. Maybe someone else did it, but I've never heard of anyone doing it. And that just, that clicked with me. I love that. That's some trippy stuff. And it's Vikings. I gotta represent. So it was a twofer. Speaking of Vikings, I somehow managed to get this for Christmas 2 years in a row. I've already mentioned it before. Love this game. These games, simply amazing. They were better than 3 in my opinion. Again, they slipped into the Norse mythology. That's just sugarcoating for me, but the gameplay alone is really good. It's really in-depth. This is probably one of the best, like, fighting systems I've ever seen. It was amazing. I've done this for on the channel too, I believe, briefly. I have one video and it randomly popped up to 100 views, and I don't know why. And I think at that time YouTube didn't have the policy of you had to have 1,000 subscribers, which let's try to hit that. I really want to get back to being monetized, shall we? So, really like, share, and subscribe. Sharing in particular. Tell your friends. Want to get this channel up above 170. That's what it's apparently cursed to stick at. So, I bought this game, I believe, for decent price. It wasn't cheap, but it was okay. Mainly because it was 2 players, local couch, co-op, and I mean, the sceneries are beautiful. This game or series has gotten a lot of flack. I, like most people, probably remember the original on PS2 or Xbox or whatever you played it on, and had nostalgia glasses, but in this game was just that, but with prettier graphics. And that's all I wanted it to be, but I know, I've seen it, the fallout of not forking up the money for PS4 Plus and Xbox Pass and all that crap to play online. My response would have been just to play it on PC, but I see people's complaints. Like, that was one of the biggest reasons I bought the PS3. Funny enough, it's still back there, and it's kind of helping my point. You could play online for free, to my knowledge. Like, to this day, I think you can still do it. Just get online, get on a server, whatever, play for free. You don't need it. You don't need a pass, you don't need anything. Which probably is why this was also cheap. Titanfall. I don't know if this has a campaign or not, to be perfectly honest with you. Wait. Warpaint, no. Oh, yep, captivating single player campaign. There is a campaign. Huzzah, it's not just It's not just a crap game. I bought this again at 5 and Below. It was... I didn't know if this was one of those online only games like Destiny or something. I'm not a fan of online only games on console. Console is where I relegate my single player campaigns or local couch co-op because I don't want to pay $50 a month just to play with friends, especially if it's like they're sitting on the same couch as me and then we need 2 systems on the couch and 2 TVs. It's like, I'll just pay the money for a PC at that point, thank you. But I don't know, I've never played Titanfall, like, except for I think briefly on Xbox once. It looked okay, it looked like mech, just flying around Gundam style. It looked good. I picked this up because of all the video card benchmarks, like I mentioned in the previous video. I believe this was also from 5 and Below. There's many trends I'm noticing popping up. Most of these are either from GameStop or 5 and Below, or just I find cheap random places. So, you know, the infamous video card destroyer right here, maybe not anymore now that ray tracing and everything else has dropped, but it used to be like 2018, 2019, it was the video card destroyer because I don't really know. It just was. I don't know anything about the Deus Ex series. It seems to be well regarded. If you can find it for cheap, pick it up. Okay. This is the only Mass Effect game I'm aware of I've ever played for any kind of time. And it was because my brother paid for it, and he asked if I'd play it, and during the same time, I think he bought the Dragon Age game, if I recall, and I still haven't gotten around to playing it. I really want to. I will do it eventually, bro, if you're watching. Just, I haven't got around to it yet. Mainly because it didn't have hard drive space for it, but now I do. And it looks good. I don't really know what the story was from the previous 3 games other than a rough outline. But from what I've seen, I like the series, I like the story. I'd recommend picking it up. The Order, 1886. You're a bunch of werewolf hunters in London. This game is a little clunkier than I thought it'd be, but I mean, it is what it is. I did stream this on the channel once and probably almost demonetized myself if I was still monetizable even. So I probably almost got a strike because I didn't read on the back that there was nudity in this. So for the 2 viewers, I think they were watching that. You remember that? That was fun. Hopefully that never sees the light of day again, because I don't want that to be on my channel and get me strikes. But I would recommend this game provided you are obviously an adult, because there are very explicit scenes with it. So that concludes. Let's just bring them back. The pile of gloriousness and plastic. So much plastic. Hopefully, actually, under my watch, none of this will be in a landfill ever. It'll just stick with me forever until the day I die. They bury me in my games. I have so many games. You've seen the collection. Just bury me in it. So, finally, that is the wrap up. Let's just drag the camera over here. Oh, well, we'll see my desk, or my dresser a little bit, or well, shelves a little bit, whatever. You've seen the games. You've heard my requests to, if you want to play anything. In fact, you know, it's not even a request, it's a demand. It's a demand. You see a game you want me to play, you leave a message and I'll do it. Probably. More than likely. Okay. Well, I've been at this forever. I've been squished into a little ball, sitting here recording because I had to get the shots right. I have to get up and hopefully not fall on my face because my legs are asleep. So, you should see what I have to go through to make content for you lovely, lovely individuals. For free, I might add. So please, send a like, a share, a comment, maybe subscribe. Let's try to get over 200, shall we? I've been dying to see that number be in the 200s for years now. Alright. Thank you all so much for watching. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.